Here is the Spring League star, Jake Bates, set to get this one going. And off we go from Ford Field. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback, it's Jalen Hurts.
In my opinion, Mike, if they expect to leave here today with a win, they're going to have to be aggressive early and often. They might not connect on all of them, but pushing the ball downfield could open up a lot of opportunities for you to take advantage as this game unfolds.
Here's 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. Now inside the 25. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
So you take a look at an offensive coordinator's play sheet, Mike, and there's a column on all of those pages that at the end of the day, it's about the players, not the plays. And
he's in. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. From the back line of the end zone, a surprise, he's bringing it out. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
You see Jared Goff now taking the field, and he's coming off one of the best seasons of his career, and he's certainly quieted a lot of skeptics around the league, Mike, and leading this Lions team to the NFC Championship just a season ago. He has his eyes set on taking that next step, and a strong performance here certainly help him achieve that goal.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. He's got Laporta open on the left side.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
He's got the 1st down and more than that. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. That's good for the Lions. On 1st down, it's Goff.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
That's right side and brought in by Williams. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Tim Patrick, touchdown Lions. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions come right back to tie it at and 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense gonna take over now for the second time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive. 1st and 10. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I could promise you they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. They got 14 there. Didn't get it by much, but they do pick up the 1st down. A pass caught by Saquon. Down the sideline. And he's out of bounds. Mark him down right at the 10-yard line. The production has been sensational early on. The last catch putting him over 100 receiving yards, and we still have another half to play. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. To the goal line and in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. Here's Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles will move out to a 14-7 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Lions offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. From the gun, it's Goff. Now he'll run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. He'll tuck it and take off.
That play had sack written all over it. So that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster at the start.
4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the 1st down. Goff to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll let this one go long for Williams.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack, 2nd down big play attempt, falls incomplete. Now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
3rd and long. Goff. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be...
That's down the field and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie 1st-round pick.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On first down, it's Hurts. And he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Ifeatu Melifonwu. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run.
And he gets to the outside and takes it in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. Now a 3rd and 2. He'll try to run here with Barkley. Ho-ho! And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Lions. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick them, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Oh, he puts another ball up for grabs, and this one's also intercepted. Picked off by Ifeatu Melifonwu. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Bates now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Lions have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. For the return, here comes Britton Covey. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get back to work. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Hurts. He'll go right and find his running back. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for an Eagles 1st down. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. He's got his man Brown. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Open man, A.J. Brown's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Hurts to the air on 1st down. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. He has really thrown the ball well here in this 1st half. Look at the numbers. Over 200 yards passing now for the game. To the air again. Hurts. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Lions are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend. But as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence.
And he will score. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Here's Bates for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Lions add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Britton Covey now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. This one into the hands of Brown. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5. To throw is Hurts. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it here with Saquon. And that will get him back on schedule. Good pickup of 7, sets up 3rd and 3. Once again, it's Barkley. Whoa. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Hurts. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. Landon Dickerson guilty on that one. Here's Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Over the middle to his tight end, Goddard. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Lions offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is brought in. And he will take this one in. 76 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Hurts. That's taken in by Brown. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
The Lions call their first timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now Hurts. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up. To throw, Hurts. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be taken down. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do.
And he's in. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles. On is Elliott to add the extra point. The kick here is good. Add one more point, and that takes us to the end of the first half. And instead, why don't we get right back to it, as we'll get ready for the third quarter. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
That's caught by Gibbs. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Lions first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Now a pass deep for St. Brown. And he will go all the way. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike. I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. Here's 2nd and 9. He's going to tuck it and go. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. A pass caught by Saquon. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. That is caught. What a throw. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And he missed it. It's no good. One of the few things that's gone wrong so far. So they're unable to add one more point onto this big lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense getting set to get back to work. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Hurts to throw. Quick slant into the hands of Smith. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Again, Hurts. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you were just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
That is caught! And he's into the end zone yet again. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. So that will tie the NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. First done by Sid Luckman with the Bears in 1943. And then Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 1954. We've waited a long time. Now they have company. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Hurts now. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And he will score again. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions add on to their already sizable lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Covey now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. It was Terrion Arnold there to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On third down, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, now it's just getting out of control, Mike. I mean, to see him continue to put the ball in harm's way time and time again, it's a little miscommunication. It's a little bad execution. I'm sure it's a little bit of everything. But at the end of the day, the ball is in your hands. You've got to make better decisions with it.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. That one caught by Smith. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. The defense nowhere to be found. A fourth down gain of 20. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10. Hurts again. He's got... Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. But he'll gather it back in. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. The Lions called their first timeout. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To the air again. Hurts. A throw there on 2nd down. Going to be incomplete.
So they're trying to get the ball out of the hand of the quarterback. That's the best way to slow down any good pass rush. But the accuracy and the run after catch is a critical part of the play. So when this ball is not thrown out in front, what they call the front shoulder pad throw,
and he's just throwing ducks up there. Another